Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel. For those of you just joining us, my name is Alfred, and this is Capital City Aquatics. And for today's video, we're going to be looking at a simple process of culturing vinegar eels for your fry. As you know from my last video, I have a number of guppy fry in this tank, and just looking for a source of live food for them. I'll be eventually upgrading them to baby brine shrimp, but before that I'm going to be taking the opportunity to provide them with some vinegar eels. It's a very easy process to do once you have a culture of them, and I'll be going through the steps today on how you can start your own vinegar eel cultures with a sample that I picked up at my local fish store. I'll be dividing it into two and showing you the process of how you can store them. They usually take anywhere between a month to be a large enough colony that you can start harvesting them and feeding them to your fry, but it's an excellent source of food for fish fry. They're very small, so they are perfect size for newborn or newly hatched fry. And after a few weeks of feeding them this source of live food, then you can typically graduate up to live baby brine shrimp, and it definitely helps them to put on the size and weight that you'll be looking for when growing out new fry. So let's get started. All right, so the first thing you're going to need is a culture of the vinegar eels. So I recently picked this up at my local fish or local pet store, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to be dividing this into two separate colonies. I'll be putting one in this flower vase that I have here, and then I'll be putting the other in a separate container. So basically what you need to sustain this culture is you're going to need some apple cider vinegar. You're also going to need a food source for the eels. So I have a few apple slices here, and then you're going to need some dechlorinated water. So I have my water dechlorinator right here, and that's basically it. So I'll take you through the process of what I do, and we'll get started. Okay, so I have here some just regular tap water. I have added my prime as my dechlorinator, and what I'll do now is I will take my apple cider vinegar and I will add it to so you don't want to necessarily fill it all the way up. The reason for that is when you come to harvest your vinegar eels later on, you need to provide them with a space with fresh water after you put the cotton fiber inside, but fill it up 3/4 or a little over 3/4 full. Then you want to add your apple slices. So I'm going to put 2 of those in here. And over time those will sink to the bottom of your flask. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to add some of this solution here that has the vinegar eels already in. I'll add that to this vase here, and I will start one culture pretty much right away with this solution. All right, so now I'm going to add my vinegar eel solution into my vase, and this will start my first culture. I'm going to divide this into 2 separate containers. That way, should something go wrong with one of my vases, I have a backup. It's always good to do that. And then, like I said, you'll wait at least a month, and then you can your colony should be a substantial size, and you can start collecting from your colony and adding it to your fry tank for food for them. So I'm just going to go ahead here and I'll add a good quantity of my vinegar eel to this container. And there we go. Now, the next thing you're going to want to do is to cover this, because you don't want anything, if you're keeping it in your house or whatnot, you don't want anything to get in this culture, like bugs or spiders or anything like that. So what we do is we just simply take a paper towel, put it over top, and then you take a elastic and just secure the paper towel over top, because they do need to breathe. So with just having the paper towel over top, oxygen can still get through. And then in about a month, you can revisit this culture sample and start harvesting for your fry. When the time comes, I'll do a follow-up video on this to show you how it's done. All right, so there you have it, folks. You have your dechlorinated water in with your apple cider vinegar. I have a food source, which in this case is 2 apple slices, and I dechlorinated my water with Seachem Prime. I've secured a paper towel over top with just a standard elastic band, and now I'll just put this off to the side, like I said, for about a month. And after that, I can revisit this sample and start harvesting it to provide a live food for my fry. Now, vinegar eels is not something that you would feed to larger fish, juveniles or adults. They quite simply won't bother with them, but it does provide an excellent food source for newly hatched or newly born fry. And you can then graduate from vinegar eels up to baby brine shrimp and different dried foods or pellets. As long as the food is small enough to fit in the mouths of your fry, you should be fine. But this is definitely a great starter food for fry, and it gets them in the habit of hunting for live food, and that's always a good thing, as it provides an excellent source of nutrition for them. Until next time, hope everyone has a great day, and if you like this video, please hit the like button. I would ask that you subscribe to my channel, and I'll follow up in a month or so on this to see how we're doing, and I'll be showing you how to feed the fry your live vinegar eels. Have a great day, everyone.